The Weed of the Week is sponsored by the Enlist Weed Control System from Dow AgroSciences, a new herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate.
Farming isn't just in the land, it's in you. Take control of weeds like never before. Enlist builds on the Roundup Ready system, combining proven control of a new 2,4-D and glyphosate in Enlist Duo herbicide. Protect what matters without changing the way you farm. Talk to your seed or crop protection supplier today.
Our weed of the week is knotweed.
Well, it's also called prostrate knotweed, and the reason why
easy for you to say. I was struggling with that one.
The reason why is it's going to be low to the ground. We see this real commonly around farmyards, and your best bet to control it if you find it there is just using a good strong rate of 2,4-D early in the spring and again late in the fall.
Well, hold on. I like using Sharpen. Sharpen is just such a nice burn down product for broadleaf weeds.
Yeah,
like
I'm talking
knotweed.
In my lawn, I'm not going to use Sharpen.
All right, well, in a lawn, that's one thing, but when I'm out in crop fields, I really like using Sharpen, whether it's using Verdict in corn or just using straight Sharpen either in soybeans or wheat. It does a nice job burning down knotweed, and typically knotweed's one of the first weeds that's emerging in the spring. So if you're out there and you say, well, I did some fall tillage, but man, I got some green weeds that are just making a mat out in my field, chances are it could be knotweed.
Well, I'm with you on the Sharpen thing for corn and for wheat. I would prefer Authority MTZ down in soybeans. Post-emergent soybeans, though, Roundup, Liberty, Cadet has some activity, but there's nothing real great other than Roundup and Liberty. If you go to wheat, normally we talk about Husky and Wide Match. They're not outstanding on knotweed. We find the Addition products like Addition Broad Spec to be better.
And in corn post-emerge, we fall back on Status. It does a nice job on these, weeds of minor significance across most of the corn belt. Little weeds, we'd call them manure weeds, like knotweed. If you use Status, it just wipes them out, but you need to do that early in the season to avoid any volatility or drift issues, and also for the safety of your crop.
Well, once again, our Weed of the Week was prostrate knotweed. And that's it for this week's weed, but stay tuned. Iron Talk is coming up next.